Hi everyone, this is Kristen Jaden again, Special Programs Coordinator at New York State Public High School Athletic Association. Thanks to all of you who've returned to Captain's Club, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I know I said this last time, and trust me, I'm going to say it every time, but being on this call is truly a testament to you as a student athlete, and more importantly, as a captain. I also just want to take a quick second to remind you about New York State Public High School Athletic Association. New York State Public High School is your association. It was created to provide positive experiences for student athletes. I'm in charge of formulating programming to empower, encourage, support, and recognize you, the student athletes. The Captain's Club is only a small way for your association to reach out to you. So welcome to New York State Public High School Athletic Association's Captain's Club. I've gotten a lot of emails over the past month from captains across New York State on different teams about what being a captain means to them. Juliana Barada from Carl Place High School said, being a captain was a little scary at first, knowing that there's a lot of responsibility on me to lead girls to success. Becoming a captain of this team showed me what it's like to step up and be a leader, and also not be afraid to be yourself. Samantha McCormick from Manhasset High School is unfortunately injured during her winter track season, but still attends practice every day and goes to all of the meets. She said, every time I'm at a meet, someone comes up to me and asks me why I'm there if I can't run. My answer is always because I'm the captain and it's my job to be here for my team. She also said she loves the fact that her presence at practice or a meet can maybe serve as some motivation to the rest of the girls on her team. Kristen Norrie believes it's her responsibility as a captain to be a role model and believes that captains have a big impact on how a team is viewed as a whole. Kathleen Schofield said, what being a captain means to me is being a teammate your team can look up to. Being a captain takes a lot of responsibility and it requires you to stick up for and encourage your teammates. Reading these responses over the past month got me thinking about the struggle to be both a good captain and a good teammate. A lot of people think if you're a good teammate, then you should be a captain, or if you're a captain, then you should probably be a good teammate. In reality, that's not always the case, and I know you all know what I'm talking about. Being a good captain and a good teammate can be difficult. It takes a lot of work, especially since being a good teammate is only one of the many aspects of being a captain. And as a captain, you're considered to be a respected student athlete, a friend, a role model, the glue, the leader, the goal setter, the organizer, the motivator, the communicator, the person that accepts responsibility for everyone, and one more important one, the one your teammates trust. While being all of these things, you're also forced to face the fact that these individuals that are depending on you all the time think and act differently. So you're going to have a lot of different opinions and experiences. Everyone on a team is not always going to see eye to eye. So as a captain, you're probably going to be challenged to make difficult and likely unpopular decisions and be put in difficult situations. How you handle those types of decisions are going to shape you as a captain, and it's going to shape your team. So I'm going to stop there because instead of me rambling on this time, I'm going to let you hear from someone else. And with me, I have Joe Altieri. He's our Assistant Director here at New York State Public High School Athletic Association. Joe was a two-sport student athlete at Guilderland High School and a captain. He played 4 years of Division II baseball at St. Rose. He coached Division II baseball for 5 years, and right now he's entering his 21st season as manager of a summer collegiate baseball team, the Albany Athletics. He is now the all-time winningest manager there in the 85 years of league history. He led that team to 4 World Series appearances, including 1 national championship in 2012. So as you can see, he has a lot of experience in leadership roles with captains, him being one himself, and maybe having some on his team. So Joe, welcome to Captain's Club, and thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Kristen. It's great to be here, and I'm glad we have student athletes here to share things with.
Yeah, me too. I'm just going to ask you a few questions. And the first one I want to ask is, you've been in leadership positions since high school. So what did being a captain mean to you then and on the teams that you played in? When do you think you really became the best captain and the best leader you could be?
Well, being a captain in high school meant a number of different things to me, and it did subsequently in college and beyond. I was fortunate enough to have coaches who let me show my leadership as an athlete. And some coaches like to name specific players as captains before practices even start in a season, and those are the model citizens of a team, and everybody follows along for the rest of the season, and the coaches expect only those captains to be the leaders of the team. I think a good team has many leaders, not just 2 or 3 captains that are officially captains. I think it's good for a coach to allow for leaders and all student athletes the opportunity to come forward, show how they can lead. And I actually might sound contradictory because on the summer team that I run, I don't name captains, I name team leaders. And I haven't chosen captains for a number of years, but I have some reasons why I don't do that. And every team, I think, dictates how it determines its leaders. But I do remember being a captain as a senior in high school and knowing I was an example. I didn't truly know what leadership was and what it fully encompassed until I really got to college, though. I would say in high school I was good at helping wrap up a practice or calling a pregame huddle or leading my team onto the field, helping with being the leader in the fundraising, doing those kind of things. But what I didn't know was how to get my teammates involved and how to make my teammates leaders. And eventually in college, I was able to do that, and that probably started, I would say, in my junior year of college. The coach began to look upon me and a few other teammates as leaders our junior year, who was going to lead the team going into our senior year and beyond. We had a real good team that year. We were ranked high in the region, high expectations, and we didn't disappoint anyone. We did win the conference that year and go on to the NCAA tournament. But that junior year was an important year for me to really figure out how to lead the team. The coaches asked, how can we get freshmen and sophomores more involved in the baseball program to understand what it takes, not just to be a good hitter or to be a good pitcher or to play good defense, but to get kids involved and have them understand the off the field and on the field things and tasks it takes to be successful. So I had to understand the mindset of teammates and that what they wanted to get out of competing at the college level, and really get into their head. So with my experience as a captain in high school and as a leader on the college team, it really allowed me to identify the kind of player I wanted on my own team eventually, and obviously the team I coach now.
Great. I guess I want to go back to you being a captain yourself. Do you think you can give me an instance where you had to make a difficult decision, or maybe you were faced with a difficult situation as a captain, and how you had to handle that? Wasn't the most popular thing by your team, but it might have been the right thing to do?
Yeah, I would say I'm not sure if I had a difficult decision to make as a captain or a team leader as a college baseball player, but probably was in maybe a difficult situation. You always get players, I think there's a player on every team who is ready to criticize or ready to say something about something, especially if the team loses and maybe it shouldn't have lost the game, or if they don't understand or like what's going on at a practice or a position they're playing. Those were difficult situations that I was in. I recall as a teammate at all levels. And do you ask yourself, do you go along with someone who might be making a good point about why you lost the game, or in my sport, why a certain pitcher was on the mound when he gave up the big hit or the big home run, why a defensive player was playing a position he shouldn't have been playing, and so forth and so on. It's always easy to go along, but in college, that was where I fully understood the scope of leadership, and that good leaders truly stay the course and keep the vision of the program at all times, even if they have a difficult teammate. And the best thing to do in those situations is to simply listen and move on. Don't add any fuel to the fire. Move on to talk about the next game, the next practice, a team function. Find a way to avoid that situation, or else it compromises the integrity and the value that of your leadership that you can provide.
Great. How do you think that being a captain or a leader eventually influenced your athletic and now professional career?
Well, I feel like I've had a lot of different experiences in leadership roles, and athletically and professionally, and whether it was being a captain or not, those leadership experiences have helped me do good things here in my current position with New York State Public High School Athletic Association, and I'm obviously fortunate to be able to apply them professionally, but also as a coach. And I think being a captain in high school, being a leader in high school, was the foundation for developing these skills. And as I already said, I fine-tuned them in college, and now I'm fortunate that these experiences have put me in a position to be a successful coach and really understand what leadership is.
Great. Now, if you could tell these captains on this call one thing going forward, just some advice, what would it be?
I think student athletes shouldn't be afraid to speak up. They shouldn't be afraid to show teammates and coaches who they are and what they care about. And of course, to lead by example on and off the field, think outside the box. What's good for the team, maybe that may not have already been thought of. I think some believe that leaders are born, and I think I believe that people can grow into leaders, whether they're high school student athletes or college or beyond. It's really the opportunity that you get to show that you can be a leader. So I think those things are important, and I think what's also important is the betterment of the team. What's the best thing you're doing that's helping the team, or are you doing the best thing possible to help your team? And I think that would be some advice I would provide to student athletes.
Great. Well, Joe, thanks so much for being on the call. I think it really helped a lot of us today. So thanks, and I hope you'll join us again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kristen.
All right. Unfortunately, we're out of time for today, but I just want to thank you all for listening. Just a reminder to check us out on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram at NYSPHSAA, and check out Motivation Monday. Now, every Monday I post motivational quotes, but if you have a favorite quote and you want me to post it, feel free to email me at kjaden@nyspphsaa.org, or direct message us on Twitter and Facebook. I also welcome any ideas you have for future Captains Club sessions, so please feel free again to email me. And one thing I'm really excited to tell you all is about next Captains Club on Tuesday, March 8th at 3 p.m. If you tune in, we'll receive a leadership message from Amani Toomer. He's a former wide receiver for the New York Giants and won a Super Bowl. So I really think that'll be great for you all to hear. So please join us next time. And again, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And until next time, just remember that being a captain matters. Don't forget that. And you matter. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks.